Welcome to another edition of Comic Vine's 3-Minute Expert, where we make you an expert in around 3 minutes. There have been several women that have used the name. Today, let's look at Jessica Drew, the original Spider-Woman. Spider-Woman's original story has changed a little since her debut in February 1977's Marvel Spotlight number 32. Jessica Drew was a daughter of research scientists Jonathan and Miriam Drew. They had relocated from London to a location near Mount Wundagore in Transia. Originally, young Jessica was infected by a deadly spider, saved by the High Evolutionary and raised by Lady Bova. In 2006's Spider-Woman origin, Jessica was infected in the womb when her mother accidentally was exposed to a laser that contained the DNA of several different species of spiders. There weren't any effects at first. As Jonathan Drew felt pressure from financial backers, his experiments continued and he and Miriam fought, resulting in Jessica trying to protect her mother. This was when she first used her bioelectric spider sting. She passed out and was apparently in a coma for 10 years. It turned out Jessica's father's research was funded by Hydra, and with the disappearance of her parents, Jessica soon was pulled into Hydra's training, which included being trained by Taskmaster. When sent on her first mission using the name Arachne, Jessica was to kill Nick Fury. She soon discovered that she was actually in an evil organization and Nick Fury's agents were the good guys. She managed to escape both Hydra and S.H.I.E.L.D. in an attempt to live a normal life. Fury eventually found her and gave her an open invitation to join S.H.I.E.L.D. Jessica decided to stay in San Francisco and was a private investigator by day and Spider-Woman by night. Jessica also discovered that she had pheromones that produced a strong sexual attraction for men and repulsed women. She then learned to control this ability. Jessica formed a strong friendship with Lindsay McCabe. When she had to travel to the 6th century in her astral form to save some friends, a battle with Morgan Le Fay left her seemingly dead. When she was brought back thanks to the Avengers and Doctor Strange, her bioelectric powers were gone. Jessica eventually moved to Madripoor with McCabe, where she worked again as a private investigator with Wolverine in his patch identity on occasion. Her spider powers were gone, but she still had her super strength. Later, back in the States, she briefly became a mentor to Maddie Franklin as some of her spider powers began to return. Jessica was then approached by a Hydra agent with the offer to join Hydra as a spy against S.H.I.E.L.D. in return for getting her powers back. Jessica went to Nick Fury and they agreed that Jessica would act as a double agent working for Hydra, but would be feeding them false and harmless information while actually spying on Hydra. Jessica's life would soon be turned upside down when Queen Veranke, the leader of the Skrulls, began her plans for a secret invasion against Earth. Jessica's identity was chosen for the Queen, and posing as Spider-Woman, Veranke managed to find a place on a newly formed New Avengers. After the Skrulls' defeat, Jessica returned to her normal life with a bit of a grudge against the Skrulls. Being offered a position in SWORD, Sentient World Observation and Response Department, Jessica was able to hunt down remaining Skrulls to get some closure. She was offered a chance to go after other alien threats, and she decided to think that over. With the return of Steve Rogers, Jessica was once again offered a position in the next incarnation of the Avengers. Now that you're an expert on Spider-Woman, make sure you crawl back here and look for another installment of Comic Vine's 3-Minute Expert.